Carnoustie. We start with a Shanti mantra, that is for inducing peace and tranquility in the atmosphere and to make the situation conducive for learning. Close the eyes and just listen to the Shanti mantra. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishravahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Concentration on the whole body. Feel the position of the body. Feel the motionless state of the body. And watch your breathing. That will lead to deep relaxation of the body and mind. You get a serene frame of body and mind, which is to be maintained throughout the practice. Now slowly open the eyes. The purpose of this course is to offer yoga in its completeness. Completeness not in the sense of doing a lot of practices, but covering all dimensions of yoga, especially psychic and spiritual dimensions. And for that, we choose few simple practices. To get maximum benefit out of daily practice, we have to go through 4 different groups of practices. The first part is known as Pawanamuktasana Series. Simple movements for all the muscles and joints of the body. The series is also known by other names like subtle exercises, Sukshma Vyayam, lubrication movements, flexibility exercises. And there is no order, although it is divided into 4 groups. The first group for the joints and muscles of the arms and legs, belonging to anti-rheumatic group of practices. The second group, anti-gastric, including the movements for the abdomen, chest and the spine, very simple practices. And the third part, Settubandhasana group, activating the chakras, generating energy from the chakras, which are psychic energy centers, about which we learn in more details later. And the next part, the exercises for the eyes, ears and the neck, very useful for computer paper. You get all the benefits instantly on the spot when you complete some of the practices. The second part of daily program is postures. In postures, the spine is given maximum different types of movements: forward bending, backward bending, bending to left, bending to right, twisting to left, twisting to right. These are the 6 types of movements given to the spine in various postures. And it is always done easily, comfortably, and without any strain at all, well within our flexibility. So it can be done by anybody, regardless of age or the present physical condition. Whatever is possible within one's capacity, one's flexibility, that is enough. There is no fighting with the body at any time in yoga. Flexibility comes even before our expectation. So we start with simple practices, and slowly, depending on the capacity and flexibility of the body, we can improve upon the practice. And the third part is pranayama, different kinds of breathing. And the fourth part is relaxation in yoga nidra, leading to meditation. Yoga nidra and meditation combined together will give maximum relaxation to the mind. A relaxed mind is the source of all energy, all capacity. Now we go through some of them in this session. So in Pawanamuktasana, although there are 4 groups, it can be mixed up. There is no sequence as such. So I will show you the first practice, which is known as Prarambhika Sthiti or base position. So you have to stretch the legs forward like this, and the hands on both sides. This back straight, legs together. So this is known as base position. From here there are many practices. So we start with Thithili Asana. Different forms of Thithili Asana. First is bending the left leg, keep the foot by the side of the ankle, press down and bounce up about 10 times. This is for the opening effect of the hip joints. Second position, keep the foot by the side of the knee and do the same, pressing and bouncing, but without forcing. Third position, knee rest. Fourth position, without forcing, just keep the foot on the thigh close to the hip and press down. And there are 2 circular movements. For that, hold from below the ankle with both the hands and vertical circling, up, forward, down, back. About 5 times forward, then backward, same number. Then in the horizontal plane, five times in each direction, clockwise and counterclockwise. Then shake loosely. Similarly with the other leg. Start with the ankle position, press down and bounce up gently about 10 times. Next position, the foot by the side of the knee. Third position, knee rest. Then on the thigh without forcing, close to the hip. This is the preparation for the lotus. When the knee touches the floor, you can bend the other leg, place it on the thigh. That is the lotus posture, one of the classical sitting postures for meditation. Now, 2 types of rotational movement. Hold from below the ankle with both the hands. First, vertical rotation in line with the other leg. Up, forward, down, back. About 5 times forward, then back. Then in the horizontal plane. Then the other way. Shake loosely. Now both the legs together. Keep the feet together at a distance. Press both the legs down. Then bring the feet closer, halfway nearer. Again do the same, pressing and bouncing. Then knee rest. Finally, hold on to the toes, keep the back and head straight, close the eyes and watch your breathing, normal respiration Then make your breathing slightly deeper. And on inhalation, you feel the energy, vital energy, prana flowing upwards from the legs up to the head. On exhalation, feel the prana flowing downwards from the head towards the feet. Prana can pass through the gross body. Now release and take cross leg position. You can change the position of the legs anytime. Now we go through the movements for the eyes. It is very useful for computer people to release tension, to avoid pain, strain in the eyes leading to migraine and headache. And in between computer work, this can be done at any time. There are 8 muscles that move the eyeballs in different directions. When we overuse them, especially in computer work, it will lead to eye strain and also pain in the eyes, watering of the eyes, and all this can be avoided or removed by going through these movements, gentle movements. So first is vertical, looking up and looking down. In the beginning, holding the hands, holding one finger down and the other finger just above the eyes, where you can see the 2 fingers without moving the head. Holding time is about 5 seconds in each position. Look at the lower fingertip. Then raise the eyes up, look at the upper fingertip. 5 seconds to look at each point. Again, look at the lower fingertip. Look up, down, up. Now left and right. For that, hold the fingers on both sides of the eyes, where you can see the 2 fingers without turning the head. First look at the left, then look at the right. Left, right. Once more, left, right. Release the hands, and after every exercise you have to close and open the eyes a few times, about 10 times gently. That is for activating the lacrimal glands, for better lubrication of the eyes. Then keep the eyes closed. That is for relaxing the eye muscles after stretching. Next is diagonal, left side down and right up. Adjust the position accordingly, where you can see the 2 fingers without moving the head. First look down at the lower fingertip, then raise the eyes to the other side. Look at the upper fingertip. Second time, down, up. Once more, down, up. Now the other direction, right down and left up, the other diagonal. First look down, look up, down, up. Once more, down, up. Release, close and open few times. Keep the eyes closed. These 2 practices can be done any time of the day in between. Next is rotational movement. For that, hold the finger in front and take it around the face with the eyebrow center as the center of the circle. Follow the path of the fingertip with the eyes without moving the head. Start with small circle around the face. Second time, make it bigger and third time full vision circle. Then the other way. Start with small circle around the face, then bigger circle, third time full vision circle. Again close and open a few times, gently, no squeezing involved. Then keep the eyes closed. Next is palming. Palming is an important exercise for the eyes. It removes tension instantly and it rejuvenates the whole nervous system. It is done by rubbing the two palms. You can feel the warmth generated. Now cover the closed eyes with the middle of the palms gently. Eyes closed. Middle of the palms exactly over the closed eyes. In this position, make your breathing slow and deep. On inhalation, as before, feel the vital energy, prana flowing upwards. On exhalation, feel the prana flowing downwards from the head towards the feet internally. Deep breathing can be done 3 to 5 times, but without any strain. It should be very gentle. Release. Now we go through the movements for the ears. You hold the back of the ears with the thumb and front of the ears with 3 fingertips. Index finger at the top, middle finger down, then tips of the ring fingers. Get an even pressure. Apply even pressure and raise the ears up gently. Hold 5 seconds and pull the ears down. There also hold 5 seconds. Second time up, down, once more up, down. Then pull the ears backward, hold about 5 seconds. Then push forward. Remember to apply even pressure all the time with the 4 fingers. Second time back, forward. Once more, back, forward. Then rotation, up, forward, down, back, slowly. 3 times forward. And then 3 times backward. Now release the hands, close the eyes. You feel lightness and energy inside the head. That removes dullness instantly. A very powerful exercise. In continuation, go through the neck movements, especially useful for computer people to remove repetitive strain injury of the muscles of the neck and to relax the muscles. This also can be done in between other work. Now relax the neck muscles and slowly drop the head forward. No forcing. Feel the gentle stretching at the back of the neck. Raise up, drop the head backward in the same way. Feel the stretching in front of the neck. Second time forward, backward. Once more forward, holding time about 5 seconds in one position. Back. Now from the straight position, next movement is dropping to left and dropping to right. Here also muscles are kept relaxed. Drop the head to the left. Here comes closer to the shoulder. Raise up. Drop the head to the right. No forcing. Raise up. Again to the left. To the right. Once more left. Right. Now from the straight position, next movement is turning to left and turning to right. Keep the muscles still relaxed. Turn gently to the left. Feel the squeezing or stretching of the muscles. Then to the right. To the left. To the right. Once more. Left. Right. Then rotation of the head. Relax the muscles of the neck. Start from the forward position. Drop the head forward. From there, move the head slowly to the right. Then back, left, and forward, like that, 3 times. If there is crackling sounds, it is because of calcium deposits which will dissolve within a few days practice. Now the opposite direction, from the forward position, move slowly to the left, back, right, forward, like that 3 times. Now hold the head straight and with the back of the hand smack in front of the neck, sides and the back with the palms and fingers. Then do it on the face, jaw and the chin, lips, cheeks, ears, nose, eyebrows, forehead, all over the head. That will improve circulation and pranic flow. That induces freshness instantly. Now, 3 dynamic movements in the first group, Pawanamuktasana Series, from the Settubandhasana group, activating the chakras. First is like the action of rowing the boat, as though you are holding the handles of the row and rowing the boat like this, covering the whole length of the legs. Then backward, then keeping the legs out, rotational movement like grinding the hand mill, cross the fingers and do it slowly and widely. Feel the opening effect of the hip joints. 3 times clockwise, then the other way. Now dynamic spinal twist. Hold on to the toes or ankles wherever it is easy. From here, inhale first. As you breathe out, turn to left. Right hand on the left leg. Look at the left hand at the back. Inhale and forward. Exhale and turn to the right in the same way. Look at the right hand at the back. Feel the opening effect of the hip joints. To the left. To the right. Once more. To the right. So that completes the Pawanamuktasana series. Now relax for 2 minutes on your back in Savasana. Legs slightly apart, arms by the sides, lie on the back. Close the eyes. Concentration on the position of the body. Also watch your normal breathing. After stretching the muscles, relaxation becomes deeper. Breathing slows down. Now we come to the second part of the daily regimen, that is the postures. There is an order for doing the postures. We start with supine position, lying on the back, and then lying on the front, prone lying position, then sitting positions, and finally standing position. We start with Pawanamuktasana and its variations. This is the name of an asana, not Pawanamuktasana Series. Now bend the left leg and hold the knee close to the chest. Breathing is normal. Feel the stretching of the muscles. Now inhale a little, hold the breath, slowly raise the right leg and raise the head. Part of the breath is held inside. When you hold any posture, the breathing will become shallow. Part of the breath will be held inside all the time. Now slowly release. In the same way, we do it with the other leg. Bend the other leg, hold the knee close to the chest, feel the stretching of the muscles involved. Now inhale a little, slowly raise the head and the left leg up. Part of the breath is held inside. Breathing is shallow. Now release slowly. Now we do the full Pawanamuktasana. Bend both the legs together. Hold the knees close to the chest and raise the head. Release slowly. After every posture, it is necessary to relax on the back or on the front also, in different postures. On the back, Savasana. On the front, there are other postures for relaxation. Whenever you feel tired or you feel like taking relaxation, just lie on the back, close the eyes, watch the position of the body, the stillness of the body, and focus your attention on the normal respiration. That will give you deep relaxation within a short while. The next posture is Settubandhasana, or the bridge. Now we do Settubandhasana. Bend the legs, keep the heels close to the buttocks, support the buttocks with the hands. Normal breathing. Slowly raise the buttocks up like a bridge. Breathing is normal throughout. Feel the stretching of the muscles involved. Release slowly and relax. After every posture, relaxation becomes deeper because of the stretching of the muscles involved. The circulation of blood and pranic flow will increase. That is why now we do Vipavestakarani. The body is placed in inverted position. That is a preparation for shoulder stand. Viparita means inverted posture. Now inhale and bend the legs. Exhale and lift the buttocks slowly up to 60 degrees. Legs together, muscles relaxed. Don't point the toes upwards. Keep all the muscles relaxed. Use only those muscles which are necessary for holding the position steady. Breathing is normal. Feel what is transferring within the body. You can feel the inverse flow of blood. Breathing is normal throughout. Now slowly come back. All the movement should be very gentle. Now we come to backward bending postures. Lie on the abdomen. Take deep respiration 2 times. Slow inhalation and deep exhalation, and you feel the back muscles relaxing. As you inhale for the 3rd time, slowly raise the head up, raise the shoulders and chest up to the middle of abdomen, up to the navel. Hold the position comfortably. Breathing will be shallow again. Now release slowly. Bring down the abdomen, then the chest, and finally the chin. Relax there itself. Next posture is raising one leg at a time, that is ardhasalabhasana, half locust. First, raise the left leg up, knee straight and muscles relaxed, don't point the toes, up to the pubis. Raise the left leg up. Release slowly. In the same way, raise the right leg up in a gentle way, only up to the pubis. Knee straight and muscles relaxed. Breathing normal. Release. Now, in the sitting position, we go through the twist and forward bending. Take long sitting position. Bend the left leg and keep the foot on the right side of the knee. The leg should be upright. Since the left leg is bent, keep the left hand at the back, fingers pointing back. Cross the right arm against the left upper leg. Inhale. As you breathe out, slowly turn to the left. Turn the head, shoulders, chest without forcing. Feel the stretching of the spinal muscles. Breathing is shallow. This is vakrasana, the simple twist. Hold the position comfortably. Now release the pose and do exactly on the other side. Bend the right leg. Keep the foot on the left side of the knee. Place the right hand at the back. Cross the left arm against the right upper leg. Inhale first. As you breathe out, slowly turn to the right. Turn the head, shoulders and the spine without going to the extreme. Feel the gentle stretching of the spinal muscles. Breathing is shallow. Part of the breath is held in. Release. Now take long sitting position, legs together. Now we do the forward bending posture, Paschimottanasana. Paschima means posterior, Uttana stretching, posterior stretching or forward bending. Here, inhale and raise the arms up. Stretch a little back. Then exhale and bend forward slowly, slowly. Hands on the toes or ankles. And slowly bend further. Bring the forehead close to the knees. Breathing will be shallow. Contract the lower abdomen. Feel the stretching of the lower back. Inhale and release. This is also one of the classical postures. Now we go through the standing postures. There are 6 types of movements for the spine: forward bending, backward bending, bending to the left, bending to the right, twisting to the left, twisting to the right. We go through all the 6 movements through some simple postures. First is padahasthasana, back and forward bending. Inhale, raise the arms and slowly bend back, well within your balance. Then raise up, breathe out and bend forward as much as possible. Knees straight, forehead brought close to the knees, hands on the toes or nearest position. Breathing shallow. Contract the lower abdomen, which is helpful in bending further. Inhale and raise up, come back. Next posture is bending to the left and right, known as chakrasana or ardhasalabhasana. Raise the right arm up. Inhale. As you breathe out, slowly bend to the left, palm facing down, the other hand sliding down through the side of the leg, but don't force. Feel the stretching on the right side of the body. Inhale and raise up. Do it on the other side. Raise the left arm up. Inhale. As you breathe out, bend slowly to the right identically. Right hand sliding down through the side of the leg. Left palm facing down. No forcing. Well within your flexibility. Inhale and raise up. Now keep the legs slightly apart, about half a meter apart. The feet parallel. Now Katichakrasana. Kati means buttocks, and the body is twisted to the left and right from above the buttocks. Inhale. As you breathe out, slowly turn to the left. Place the right hand on the left shoulder blade, back of the left hand on the right buttock. From there, turn the head, shoulders and the spine. Breathing will be shallow. Feel the stretching of the spinal muscles. Release. Do it on the other side. Inhale. As you breathe out, turn to the right. Place the left hand on the right shoulder blade and back of the right hand on the left buttock. Turn the head, shoulders and the spine. Release. Now we come to the third part of daily regimen, that is pranayama. Pranayama includes different kinds of breathing. It is not breathing exercises actually, but manipulating pranic energy for different purposes. It will have other effects also, effects of breathing exercise also. The first major type of breathing is meant for developing lung capacity. It is known as lobular breathing or Vibhaga pranayama. It involves feeling the expansion during inhalation, contraction during exhalation in different positions of the body. First, place the hands at the lower chest in a gentle way without pressing. Inhale slowly in about 3 seconds. Feel the expansion of the lower ribs. Without holding, exhale slowly, taking double the time of inhalation and feel the contraction of the same area. Like that 3 times. Second time, inhale slowly, gently, feel the expansion of the lower chest and exhale, taking double time, feeling the contraction. Once more, inhale, feel the expansion, Exhale and double the time, feeling the contraction. This is lower chest breathing, known as diaphragmatic breathing. Now middle chest breathing. So place the hands on the middle chest in the same way, gently, just to feel the expansion and contraction during inhalation and exhalation. Inhale slowly, same duration as before. Feel the expansion of the middle chest. Without holding, exhale and double the time. Once more. Inhale, feel the expansion. Exhale and feel the contraction. Third time. Inhale. Exhale, feel the contraction of the middle chest. This is middle chest breathing or thoracic breathing. Now upper chest breathing, hands on the upper chest. The fingers will be on the collarbones. In the same way, inhale slowly, feel the expansion of the upper chest. Exhale, taking double the time, feeling the contraction. Second time. Once more. Inhale slowly, feeling the expansion of the upper chest. Exhale and double the time, feeling the contraction. There are side positions and back positions that we will take up later. Now full breathing, what we did, it is lobular breathing or Vibhaga pranayama. Now full breathing, in 3 seconds we have to feel the expansion of the chest upwards, and in 6 seconds feel the contraction of the chest downwards. For that we have to change the position of the hands in 1 second during inhalation. Start with the right hand placed at the lower chest in front. Start inhaling, feel the expansion there. In the second left hand is placed on the middle chest. Then third second, right hand on the upper chest. So you feel the expansion upwards. Without holding, exhale in 2 seconds in each position. Upper portion 2 seconds, middle portion 2 seconds, and the lower portion 2 seconds, last 2 seconds. Altogether 6 seconds to feel the contraction downwards. Now we continue. Right hand at the lower chest, inhale. Left hand on the middle, right hand on the upper portion. Then exhaling to feel the contraction for 2 seconds in each lobe, upper, middle and lower. Continue. Inhalation 3 seconds, feel the expansion upwards. Exhalation 6 seconds, feel the contraction downwards. Continue. This is known as Mahat Pranayama or yogic breathing, and when we improve it, that leads to Ujjayi Pranayama. Now coming to the fourth part, which is relaxation in Yoga Nidra. Please lie on your back. Keep the legs slightly apart, arms by the sides, palms facing up. Adjust the position comfortably. Close your eyes. and slowly stop all physical movements. Concentration on the whole body. We go through a short session of Yoga Nidra, which is the master relaxation technique in yoga. Yoga Nidra gives deep relaxation of the body, relaxation of the mind and emotions. Just listen to the instructions and follow mentally. There is no physical movement. Body should remain motionless throughout the practice. If you miss any part, you can just skip it. Go to the next part of the instructions. Become aware of the position of the body, that is known as Savasana, lying on the back, as though the whole weight of the body is thrown to the force of gravity. Keeping the eyes closed throughout. Now watch your breathing, normal respiration, flowing in and out of the nostrils. Body breathes, mind only watches like a witness. Become aware of each and every ingoing breath and outgoing breath taking place normally. Now make your breathing slightly deeper. Slow inhalation, we feel more energy and vitality flowing in and diffusing throughout the body. Exhale deeply with the feeling of letting go of tension from the body and mind. Like that, repeat 3 times. Slow inhalation and deep exhalation. All the negative stuff for the body and mind thrown out on exhalation. That should be the feeling. Now come to normal respiration. Next part of Yoga Nidra involves making a positive sentence and repeating it mentally 3 times with feeling, awareness and emphasis. It should be for bringing about a major transformation in life. And if you repeat it during daily practice, 3 times in the beginning, 3 times towards the end of the practice, it will materialize in 2 or 3 months of daily practice. After that, you can change for some other purpose. Since health is most important for everybody, we can make the resolve like this. I am gaining perfect health of the body and mind. This is to be repeated mentally a few times, minimum 3 times, with faith, devotion and sincerity. For each session, you should keep the same wordings and should be repeated with the same attitude, positive attitude, not for experimentation. Then it will materialize. Repeat the resolve, the positive sentence mentally 3 times with feeling and awareness. Now, next part is very important, that is taking the mind through different parts of the body. There are as many as 76 parts externally and many parts internally, vital organs and also the chakras. Today we go through the external parts only. I shall name each part. Mentally become aware of that part without any movement. If you miss any part, you can skip it, leave it, go to the next part. Nothing goes wrong in the practice. The practice starts with the right hand fingers from the thumb. Become aware of the right hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, all the 5 fingers, right hand palm, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, right shoulder, right armpit, right side of the chest, right side of the abdomen, right buttock, pelvis, hip joint, right upper leg, knee, foreleg, ankle, heel, sole of the right foot, right toes, big toe, second toe, third, fourth and fifth toe. All the identical parts on the left hand side. Left hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger and little finger. All the 5 fingers together. Left hand palm, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, left side of the chest, left side of the abdomen, left buttock, pelvis, a hip joint, upper leg, knee, foreleg, ankle, heel, sole of the left foot, left toes, big toe, second toe, third, fourth and fifth toe. Now take your awareness through the meeting points between the body and the floor. You feel the pressure points, not the corresponding parts of the body, but just the area of contact between the body and the floor. Start from the heels. Concentration on the meeting points between the right heel and the floor, between the left heel and the floor. Then back of the lower legs, right calf muscle and the floor, left calf muscle and the floor. Back of the upper legs, right hamstring muscle and the floor, left hamstring muscle and the floor. Middle part, right buttock and the floor, left buttock and the floor. Along the back, lower portion of the back, middle portion of the back, upper portion of the back. Along the arms, right hand and the floor, left hand and the floor, right elbow and the floor, left elbow and the floor, right shoulder blade and the floor, left shoulder blade and the floor, back of the head touching the floor. These are the meeting points between the body and the floor. They together make what is known as the line of gravity. When you intensify your awareness through this line, you can eventually feel the weight of the body as though the whole weight of the body is thrown to the force of gravity. Now take your awareness along the front of the body, starting from the top of the head, then the forehead, the temples, eyebrows, the center of the 2 eyebrows, closed eyes, ears, cheeks, nostrils, nose tip, upper and lower lips, the line between the 2 lips, chin, the whole face, throat, collarbones, shoulders, chest, abdomen, navel, pubis, groins, thighs, kneecaps, shin bones, ankles and the toes. Now awareness of the major limbs of the body, the whole of the right leg, the whole of the left leg, both the legs from the toes up to the hips, then the whole of the right arm, the whole of the left arm, both the arms, back and front, abdomen and the chest, neck and the face, the whole of the head. Finally, the whole body from the top of the head to the tips of the toes. Complete awareness of the whole body, not in parts, but as a single unit, from the head up to the feet. Complete awareness of the whole body. When you concentrate on the whole body, the internal parts of the body tend to relax more and more deeply. Bring your awareness back to breathing again, just watching the normal flow of breath. You can feel the breath has reduced in both frequency and amplitude. That's a sign of deep relaxation. Sometimes it appears that the breathing has stopped for a few seconds, but the body will adjust. We don't have to do anything special for that. Just to keep watching whatever be the fluctuations in the realm of breathing, whether deep or shallow. Fluctuating in amplitude or frequency. Just keep watching. That is known as breath awareness or psychic breathing. There are deeper processes of psychic breathing. This is the simplest way of psychic breathing. Next stage of Yoga Nidra involves image visualization. I shall name a few objects. You get a clear picture of these objects one by one. Hold each picture for a few seconds, following my speed. Visualize a rose flower in your mind. Get the clear picture of a rose. A fresh rose from the garden. You feel even the fragrance of the rose. Visualize a beautiful and colorful garden with many flowers, thousands of flowers in various colors and various fragrances. Visualize this scene of sun rising, the golden rays of the rising sun, the clear blue sky, white clouds drifting across the sky. The sight of sun setting across the horizon, above the vast expanse of the ocean. Colored clouds gathering, birds flying with the sunset as the background, waves roaring and breaking on the shore. Visualize a river flowing, farm fields and farmhouses on both sides of the river. Visualize a full moon and twinkling stars at night. Visualize your own body lying perfectly still and relaxed. Now become aware of the relaxation that you have gained through the practice. And remember your resolve. I am gaining perfect health of the body and mind. It is in the present continuous tense. You can use your own words, but this should be the meaning. Repeat it 3 times mentally with the same attitude of faith, devotion and sincerity, with the firm conviction that it will materialize sooner or later. Become aware of the surroundings. Make your breathing slightly deeper. On inhalation, feel the energy flowing upwards. On exhalation, downwards internally through the body, thereby providing pranic nourishment to all the vital organs inside. Now stretch out the arms and legs. the way you want. Turn to right and slowly sit up. Take cross-leg position, keep the back and head straight, close the eyes, concentration on normal breathing. Trayambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarugamiva bandhanan mrityor mukshiyamamritat. Om asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityor ma amritam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now rub the two palms the same way we did for the eye exercises, palming. That will activate the palm chakras. The energy thus generated is passed to the eyes by closing the eyes and covering the closed eyes with the middle of the palms. And make your breathing slow and deep. On inhalation, imagine the energy flowing up internally through the body. On exhalation, feel the energy flowing downwards like that 3 to 5 times. Now release the hands and open the eyes. Now the practice of Yoga Nidra is over. So that is the end of the session. Now we try to have a true concept of yoga. As we know, yoga is the cultural heritage of India and perhaps India's greatest contribution to the welfare of humanity. Yoga covers all aspects of human life: physical, mental, emotional, vital, and spiritual. And what we do really in yoga, it is Hatha Yoga and Raja Yoga. Hatha Yoga is purely physiological or mainly physiological, and Raja Yoga mainly mental. In Hatha Yoga, there are 6 different groups of practices. First is asanas, different positions of the body. They are postures or poses. And we start from the endocrine system and then coming to nervous system and finally muscular system. So Hatha Yoga is not for muscle development but for health and coordination of all the internal organs and systems of the body. The next practice is pranayama, different kinds of breathing exercises. Ayama, prana is the vital energy. We have 2 great energies in the body, in the human body. One is the vital energy known as prana, and the other is mind force or manashakti. So as human beings, we have the chance, we have the efficiency and opportunity to control both, to purify both these energies, pranic energy and mental energy. Hatha Yoga, it is the main concern to purify the pranic energy. Pranayama is solely meant for purifying and manipulating pranic energy for different purposes. There are as many as 10 different kinds of breathing among the major systems of breathing, and there are many minor systems of breathing. Each has got its own purpose. Some are for developing lung capacity, some for tranquilizing the mind by balancing the 2 hemispheres of the brain. There are some breathing for warming up the body, some types of breathing for cooling down the body, and some for peace and tranquility of the mind. Like that, there are as many as 10 major types of breathing and many minor types. And it is not necessary to do all of them in our daily practice. We can choose 4 or 5 for our daily practice, which will give us all the benefits. And the next part, bandha. Bandha means lock and hold, neuromuscular lock and hold. There are 4 bandhas which are major. So bandhas are connected with the chakras. When we awaken the chakras are actually energy centers in the body. There are 7 principal chakras. Some of them are activated by bandhas. There are the 4 bandhas are Moola bandha, Uddiyana bandha, Jalandhara bandha, and bandhatraya together, and there are minor bandhas also, very powerful practices. Then mudras. Mudras are different connections in the nadis, flow patterns, and there are many mudras which have great therapeutical value. And there are cleansing techniques. There are 6 cleansing techniques in Hatha Yoga known as Shat Karma. Each has got its own benefit, and also it purifies the body. So it is mainly meant for detoxification. And Nadanusandhana, which is the last part of Nadanusandhana, that is concentrating on the internally produced sounds. That is a preparation for meditation. And after perfecting all the practices of Hatha Yoga, the body is ready to take up Raja Yoga. The physical tension is totally released by practicing asana, pranayama, bandha, mudra, kriya, and nadanusandhana. Nadanusandhana is the last part of Hatha Yoga that lands the person in the field of Raja Yoga. Raja Yoga is the main integral system of yoga. It has got 8 parts, and therefore it is also known as Ashtanga Yoga. Ashta means 8, Anga means limbs, 8-limbed yoga. And since Maharshi Patanjali is the yogi who coordinated in the form of Yoga Sutras all the principles of Raja Yoga, it is also known as Patanjali Yoga. And it has got 3 names. Raja Yoga, that is royal. Raja means royal path in yoga. Raja Yoga, and Patanjali Yoga, and Ashtanga Yoga. All the 3 are the name of the same system. It has got 8 parts. First is our relation with the external world. For that we have to observe certain rules, observances. It is known as yama. There are 5 observances and 5 restraints, what we should not do. And then postures. In Raja Yoga, postures are meant for keeping the body in a fixed position for meditation without any tension anywhere in the body. Then pranayama. In Raja Yoga, pranayama has got different dimension, that is total control of the pranic energy that will lead to control of the mind automatically. And then pratyahara, these 4 stages, yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, that is bahiranga yoga or external yoga. And the next 4 stages or limbs, pratyahara, sense withdrawal, dharana, concentration, dhyana, meditation, and samadhi, superconscious state or cosmic consciousness. These are antaranga yoga, internal yoga. First 4 parts, external yoga, and the second 4 parts, internal yoga, bahiranga yoga and antaranga yoga. All the different traditions of yoga are mutually complementary. One helps the other. So whatever be the problem, physical, mental or emotional, there is a remedy that we can find out in yoga. That is why there are different traditions. For example, for controlling the mind, we have three great traditions of yoga. For example, karma yoga, how to execute all our karma. Karma means action and also inclusive of reaction. So the mental attitude towards our karma is to be modified. That is karma yoga. And then next is bhakti yoga, or the yoga of devotion, total surrender to the source from where we have come from. And then jnana yoga, the yoga of spiritual wisdom. Karma yoga leads to yoga of devotion or bhakti yoga. Bhakti yoga eventually leads to jnana yoga, the yoga of spiritual wisdom. These are the three traditions for controlling and manipulating the mind for the purpose of ultimate connection with the Supreme. And then for controlling and manipulating the pranic energy, we have four big traditions, great traditions of yoga. First is mantra yoga, repetition of a holy word mentally, that will purify the mind. And then hatha yoga, that is also for purifying the pranic energy. Then raja yoga, that is the order. And then kundalini yoga. Kundalini yoga is very advanced type of yoga. It is also known by other names like kriya yoga or laya yoga. So there are some very, very powerful practices which we can include in our daily practice. And if you do them within a very short while, the level of consciousness can be changed. When the higher levels of consciousness, there is peace. And when there is peace, a peaceful mind generates energy. Energy is required to overcome any problem or to accomplish anything in life. So yoga is a very, very practical science which can be made use for solving all human problems. But only thing is that we have to be committed to the science. And we can, out of the hundreds of practices, we can choose a few. As was mentioned before, to get maximum benefit out of daily practice, there are four groups of practices. First is Pawanamuktasana Series. That when we go through the Pawanamuktasana Series, that will release tension from the muscles and the body will feel very, very light, because it removes blockades on the way of meridians. Meridians are the channels of pranic energy. And after making the body very flexible and tension-free, it prepares the body for taking up the postures. And postures are not like physical exercises. There are certain rules for doing any posture. All the movements are executed very slowly, very gently, very softly, and the position is held with the muscles totally relaxed, and concentration on what is transpiring within the body or on the corresponding chakra which is awakened, which is activated by the practice. So there are different groups of practices. For example, beginners group, intermediate group and advanced group, and according to the functions there are meditative postures, cultural postures, balancing postures and relaxative postures. So these are rough divisions only. They are not watertight compartments. One flows into the other. Yoga Nidra is the master relaxation process in yoga. So it can be done from 10 minutes to 45 minutes or even to 1 hour. So that is the deepest relaxation possible in Yoga Nidra. 1 hour of Yoga Nidra is equivalent to 4 hours of sleep. So if you devote half an hour for Yoga Nidra, you can actually reduce sleeping hours by 2 hours. So it is practicing yoga is actually gain of time, not a loss of time. Generally people have the complaint that they don't have time to practice yoga. By practicing yoga, by the same principle, the hours at our disposal increase and mind becomes very concentrated. you can accomplish great things with more concentration of mind, in more relaxed disposition of body and mind. So that is skill in action. One definition of yoga is skill or dexterity or wisdom in action. So doing a little and reaping more. So that is one principle of yoga. And eventually the practice will change or alter the level of consciousness. In the deeper level, there is peace and tranquility. So after every session of yoga, you should feel physically very light, and the energy level develops. You feel very energetic. That is the criterion that the yoga is done in the right perspective. And it has to be regular. It is not that we can practice yoga 3 or 4 days in a week, because all other things, taking food, sleeping, brushing the teeth, taking shower, we do it every day, all the 7 days of the week. In the same way, yoga is even more important, and it irrigates the internal parts of the body with more pranic energy. You feel exhilarated physically and mentally, rejuvenated. So that is the criterion that we are doing it in the correct manner. It should not be equated with the physical exercises, because the way of doing is different. In physical exercise, it is very fast and repetition, but in yoga the repetition is less, and all the movements are very slow, and you have to hold one position for a short while, or depending on our capacity, and it covers all aspects of human personality: physical, physiological, mental, psychological, vital, up to spiritual level, habituation to spiritual consciousness. That is the ultimate aim, those who are spiritually interested. So yoga gives the way to reach the highest level of consciousness, individual consciousness dissolving into super consciousness, that is, or cosmic consciousness, pure consciousness, that is samadhi. That is the ultimate aim of yoga. That is also known as enlightenment or self-realization. So that comes on its own later on, but the immediate purpose is health of the body, peace of mind, and tranquility. And as it was mentioned before, a peaceful mind generates energy, and we feel more and more energetic, and the body becomes very light and immune to diseases. I am Dr. Rajshekharan, and the other one is Gopalji, my colleague. Namaste.